do you want? A cheap land, which you might face consequence? But I have bought cheap and suffered. The deep sea port used to belong to me. 20 acres. I bought it cheaply, no papers. And the person told me I have integrity. The governor is my son. I will get the paper. Today, I didn't get any papers. And at the time, somebody was showing me banana land, which was more expensive. And I thought I was smart by buying cheap. But I had now found out I wasn't smart because I lost everything. 1978 Land Use Decree and 1993 Lagos State Land Law makes you to be powerless. Absolutely, totally powerless. All land belongs to the government. Lagos State now added to it by an act of a House of Assembly that from Ikoyi to Epe, left and right, 2 kilometers is controlled by the state. They have the powers to just take the land, allocate, regulate, use as they wish. So now somebody will say, oh, there are demolition. In the places where there's demolition, there is law. Take the government to court if you are sure that you have people. It will be difficult for the government to have been the one that went through all this process and come to demolish your house. The only reason will be a public use that is for greater public. I, Matthew Ashimolowo, I've been the greatest victim of that. It was the land where my church was that was taken for Olympic Stadium 2012. I couldn't override the government of the United Kingdom.
So not just in Nigeria?
No, I'm talking United Kingdom. The Olympics 2012 was in England. It was KRCC land. That's where the main bowl sits, where my preaching ground stands. It's where it was taken. If a person looks at Macarius and he says, oh my God, look at the amount. What do you want? A land which you cannot rest, which every time a call comes from Lagos, your mind is not at peace? Or the one which you know that if they had no approval, they wouldn't be doing what they are doing. Mechanical, electrical, and plumbing of Macarius is costing us 9 billion. Layout for this estate, 120 million. Survey, 200-300 million. C of O, over 1 billion. And for us to build something that is truly legacy, foundation is 3 billion. The infrastructure in this estate is running to 10 billion. Macarius is changing the narrative in this corridor.
Yes.
When you buy those 20 million naira plots, there's no road. They will come back to you and ask for money for road development fee. They are not even talking of properly tarred or paved road. I fear for those who are buying in estates in this corridor where they did not see evidence of proper drains. Lagos is a place of high water table. So you have a soakaway here where your waste goes to, and you have your borehole here. They can interface, and you may be drinking the water from your It's not exaggeration. In Macarius, we are going to have 4 tanks. 1 have already been built. That tank is 575,000 liters. There will be 3 of that. These terraced houses, 24 already almost completed. The villas, 14 out of the 18 which we got approval for. By July ending, they'll be ready. Real estate in Nigeria is dependent on where you buy the land and the quality of documentation. If you buy Ikoyi, your return on your money is 2 years. If you buy VI Lekki Phase 1, 4 years. If you buy from Lekki Phase 1 into the rest up to Ibeju, your return is probably somewhere between 4 and 6 years. Macarius returned in 1 year. You see, people also are emotional buyers. I know people abroad, because they grew in Ibadan, you can't sell Lagos to them. But they don't realize it will not return. People know my name. I can't hide. If a realtor were to collect money and run away, where would I run to? Our reputation is at stake. We didn't come into real estate because we needed money. We're doing this because we wanted to show legacy.
Yes.
And the legacy is here.
We witnessed the incredible launch of Macarius Luxury Place. And let me tell you, it was an event to remember. Investors and dignitaries from all over the world came together to buy into this amazing dream.
The dream is become a reality. We didn't sell to people a lie. It was very costly, but whatever it took, I made it happen. Tonight, you're going to see water rise like a TV screen and become the screen where we will show videos. They don't have this in some parts of the world. It's a privilege to make this happen. It's a privilege to be able to put Macarius together. It's a privilege to be able to make a difference in Nigeria.
The governor of Lagos State himself commissioned the event, and the crowd was absolutely blown away.
When I was shown what he's been put here today, the things that we see in other parts of the world, when you are now bring it to your territory, the least you can do as a government is to acknowledge, is to appreciate, and to be a real enabler of those initiatives. So as your governor, I feel truly proud that I've been invited to come and see this masterpiece this evening, and I can assure you this is the beginning of a lot of things that I'm sure is going to be happening at the Macarius Luxury Town, or should we say a city. But truly for us is about being an enabler of a greater thing to happen. Lagos continue to remain home to all of us, but Lagos is also the future that we all aspire for. It becomes a city-state that will indeed want to have its own space in the committee of cities. Lagos is not only growing, it's also a very resilient and a very forward-looking state. And so for us, when we see investment coming to the city, we're always encouraged to support the investment. Pastor Ashimolo, I want to commend you.